I made quite a few videos today. So I'm a different view. I'm sitting on my sofa. Actually, I have pickleball on my TV. So I'm watching pickleball as I'm editing and gathering the information for you today. In this episode, I left my cheat sheet. Here, go back and sit down. All right, so this episode, we're going to talk all about what came active on the market, and I'm going to show you several of the homes, but I've picked out a few to compare that were similar that sold last week, so you can kind of get an idea of what might be a good price to make an offer, whomever you choose to work with here in the Villages. I am Robyn Cavallaro. I'm a licensed realtor here in the state of Florida. If you are looking to learn more about the Villages and the Villages lifestyle, please contact me. I do have a book. You can buy it as an e-download on my website at robyncavallaro.com or on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description box. You can get it in a paperback version. Lastly, before we get to all the good stuff, if you are into pickleball, you got to grab some pickleball merch on my site, pbzone40.com. T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, children's onesies, coffee mugs, travel mugs, duffel bags, phone case carriers, notebooks, you name it, I have it. Yeah, I do sleep. You've heard me say this before. I am a serial entrepreneur. But anyway, all right, let's get into the nitty gritty. This week, total homes we have active on the market are 360. Of the 360, 63 homes took a price reduction this week. And I can show you a couple of those that took a price reduction. And, you know, it's all over the place with the price of the home. You really have to take it on a case-by-case basis. And I'm going to finish this because I'm actually holding this phone. And let me tell you something. It's not that light, but yeah, it's kind of light, but I know I'm making you sick, right? All right. And active this week on the market, we have 37 new homes in the past 7 days. Today is Sunday, March 26th. I think this is the last episode. You know what I'm going to do an episode on? I'm going to show you, I'm sure you all know this, but how to go through Zillow and do a saved search. Because you know, if you do a saved search in Zillow, it'll notify you when homes come on the market in your price range, and also when there's a price reduction. So that price reduction information I'm going to give you is also public knowledge. In this video though, when I show you an active home, I will also indicate who the listing agent is, because none of the listings that I am going to show you this week are my listings. I will tell you, my firm does not have a big presence here. I'm the only one here. And because of this YouTube channel, I primarily have buyers. And not that I don't need listings, everybody needs listings, but I probably have 50 buyers, maybe more than that, looking in some way, shape, or form at some point in time this year. So anyway, buyers keep me busy. If you're a buyer, let me know. If you're looking to sell your home, you want it on YouTube, I can do that for you too. All right, so we're going to get to the material. We're going to discuss what's active on the market, and then I'm going to point out a couple of homes and compare them to some of the homes that sold already. In case you're looking for this style home, you'll have a better idea of what to expect. All right, let's get to it. Hey, like and subscribe, don't forget. And also, hey, I'm going to plug another one. Oof, hey, I had to change that, sorry. I want to help out some fellow YouTubers. Gary Abbott has a pretty cool YouTube channel. Check him out, like and subscribe, because, you know, we're all out here putting out information on YouTube, and I want to help somebody out. So there you go. Gary Abbott, here's your plug. We're trying to do a collaboration, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's go. All right, let's see how this goes. Just a microphone a little bit. Okay, so out of the 37 homes that are active this week, I selected several to take a look at and do a comparison based on the same similar style that closed. Now, I want to point out, these are not my listings. The listing agent and office is located over here. If anyone wants to know who listed the property, to reach them, you can do that. I will show it again when I look at the property, and it'll be in the notes. Okay, so the first comparison I'm going to do is with, hold on a second, I gotta be able to click this here. I'm gonna do San Pedro, because I was just in it, and 1615 Abercrombie. So while we're looking at the two, and you can see they're highlighted in blue. Okay. Now, one is 32159. The other one is 32162. So different zip codes, but you have to remember, if you're purchasing a home in the villages, when you go to do a comparison, or if an appraiser is going to look at the property, they're not necessarily going to look at just your neighborhood, but the villages as a whole. So it's good information to keep in mind. All right, so they are both, let's see, 1,383 square feet and 1,392 square feet. So I picked two that were kind of the same. Okay, so 647 San Pedro Drive. It's up in Rio Grande, which is north of 466. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,383 square feet. The list price is $240 a square foot. Here's the history. That's the listing agent. It's not me. Okay. There you go. I think you've seen that enough. Now, I was just in this home with a couple yesterday. Updated home. It's on a corner lot. Oh, sorry, I think I'm going through this too fast. Granite countertops, updated kitchen, updated flooring, updated appliances, low volume ceiling, but no popcorn. And really, when we're looking at comps to try to come up with a listing price, this is what we do. So closet organizers, I thought the home was really cute when we were in it. You know, simple, this probably just needs a little power washing. That's not anything major. But it's got a nice yard. You could do a lot with this yard. Two-car garage. But you know, a lot of this style home up north has a two-car garage. Well, I guess down south they do too. They're just designers. Overview. Okay, so now we are going to go back to, all right, so San Pedro again is listed at $240 a square foot. 1615 Abercrombie, can't speak, sold for $360,000 at $258 a square foot. So let's take a look and see what the differences are in this home, so we can take a look at, and you can make your own decision if you think that the home is on point when it comes to pricing. If I could get this to open up. Okay. So this home has been on the market. Why is this? Oh yeah, this is sold. This was on the market 19 days. It had a bond paid turnkey. We'll go back and look at Abercrombie and see if it's, that was not turnkey. So sold for $360. So it went $100 over asking price. Let's take a peek in the inside. Nice yard. I would say the yards are kind of comparable. Different look inside. This is tile. The other one had LVP. San Pedro had white cabinets and granite as opposed to the oak and Formica. Both have stainless steel appliances. I have an idea. I think this would be fun. I'm going to put this in text here too when I go to edit. Why don't you tell me if you were to make an offer on San Pedro, which we'll go back to look at, what would you make an offer on? I mean, how much? Curious. So this one has popcorn ceiling, low volume. I think the other home had closet organizers that were more solid material than just the wire rack. Oh, that must be the garage. Mini split. A little privacy there. All right, so let's go back. This one was $360,000. And just for comparative sake, well, let's look at the map. This one is north of 466A. So let's, I have these two just checked. Okay. So this is San Pedro here in the blue, and this is Abercrombie down here. So you have a reference for location. So I'm interested to see. So now their difference is because the location is different. I'd say the roof, the hot water heater, and the HVAC are comparable. No bond. The other one had furniture. So they're kind of close. Kind of close. So this one is listed for $333,000. And Abercrombie sold for $360,000. Interesting. Why don't you tell me, what do you think about this comparison? All right. I think it really comes down to, taste and the kitchen and, maybe, just looking at Abercrombie compared to San Pedro. Interesting comparison. Oh, Abercrombie actually was 3 bedrooms and San Pedro is only 2. So that's a good thing to point out. The differences in the size of the bedroom. Do you think a bedroom is worth $30,000? I guess that's, and a kitchen, yeah, pretty much. Because in my opinion, those 2 homes are very close. So this could be, gosh, I don't even know. I can't even say that. This is a good deal. I'm saying it. I think $333,000 is a good deal for that house. All right. Next. Olivarez Way and Growby. All right. So you can see on the map, one south of 44 and one is way north of 466. So that's 2 way different areas. Growby sold for $300,000 and Olivarez Way is listed for $318,000. So we're going to start with the home that's active. It reads one of a kind colony in Alhambra. No bond. Everything is new in the house. No popcorn, new roof, new hot water heater. Okay. It's 2 bed, 2 bath, 1,121 square feet, and we're looking at $284 a square foot. So let's take a look at some of the photos. It's a brand new house on the interior. I said the photos are great. It's not just your computer. These photos are a little grainy. And, you know, I think they did a nice job with the inside, you know. Just point at that awning. I don't know. What do you think? And that, but I think that the inside of the house is really nice. So this is a very popular patio villa style everywhere in the north. It was south of 44 that they really started to give life to the patio villa and the different styles. So I have a Ruby model and I love it. I love the big kitchen. Yeah, I think this is cute, cute, cute. Okay, so it's been on the market 3 days. 2 bed, 2 bath, Olivarez Way. All right, Olivarez Way is listed for $318,900. Now we're going to go to Growby, which is listed for what sold for $300,000. 1,148 square feet, south of 44. This is going to have a bond on it. And this is the Ruby, which, you know, I just said I love. I can tell you, they spent a lot of money on that stone. I have this little area. I went to Lowe's last year and I said, I think I need 5 bags of stone. 15 bags later, it was filled in. You know, the only thing, and this has nothing to do with this home, okay? This is what the Villages did. I'm going to go back here. All of the new homes, see, like mine has, I have concrete all the way over here. So you can walk from this door to this door in concrete. All the new homes, the Villages did not do that. No detriment to the home. This is not their fault. It's what the builder did. That's just the way they are down there. Which makes you have to landscape more. And I look at everything as 15 bags of stone. That was a lot of bags of stone over there. So this is basically a colony villa. But with what they did down here is, like with mine, they added that wall there of cabinets and refrigerator. I have a bigger refrigerator. Stainless steel appliances, cooking gas. So now this sold for $300,000. And it has a bond. 2 bathrooms, same size. All right, so I want to see, okay, oh, here, let's show, oh, this is a Soul House. I don't need to do it. It started at $305. The same thing about the bond here, okay. Bond and CDD. Okay, so the bond balance on this home is $12,546. Okay. All right, we'll go back again. Olivarez. Oh, no, wait a minute. Here we go. Addendum. Okay. There's nothing here that talks about the bond. So, where is this one again? I think that this bond is probably paid off, or very, very little left. So what do you think? On Olivarez, Jesus, I'm having a hard time right now. What would you offer? This is listed at 318.9, and a comparable property down south with a bond, a $12,000 bond, sold for $300 or $300,000. And it closed. Yeah, it closed in last week. Yeah, that's right. All the homes that I'm looking at closed last week. All right. Why don't you let me know in the comments, what do you think? What would you make an offer on for Olivarez Way based on what we just saw, knowing that it probably doesn't have a bond? I'm interested to hear. All right. Next. All right. This one, we're going to compare three. We're going to compare Dray and Petoskey with, oh, there's Peninsula. It finally showed up. Peninsula. This was my buyer on Peninsula. These are not my sellers. Dray, here they are. I'll show you in the notes. All right, so Dray, 549. Petoskey is 600,000. They're very close in size. Dray's a little bit bigger. Let's look at the map. All right, so Dray and Petoskey are down here. I know this is Peninsula. This is just outside of Lake Sumter Landing. All right, so let's look at this at 5269 Dray. Let's go here. Here is the listing agent. Okay, this is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,986 square feet. There isn't, I don't see information on the bond. Back. Bond balance is $24,000 on this property. 2-car and a car garage. Now this is a Winslow courtyard. Which they're big. I had a friend of mine, she had a Winslow C. The people who got a steal on it. That home was she had so many upgrades. Landscaping was beautiful. And what was it, back in July? It only went for $550. That home was all worth the $650. Whoever got that home got a good buy. Got a bargain. And it was the same model. She had quartz and wainscoting, and she really did a nice job on that house. Fire pit. So this has a nice, that yard is lit up. Again, any of these homes, you can call the listing agent, you can call myself. I put my name throughout the video. If you want my honest opinion on what I think of the home, you have to call me, email me, text me the address, and I will give you my honest assessment. I just cannot do it in this public forum. I won't do it in this public forum. There you go. All right, so that's Dray. Now let's look at Petoskey. All right, so this is 600,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, and this is really close to Brownwood. Okay, and this is the listing agent. Actually, Guy is a friend of mine. So he's the listing agent on this property. So this is right across from Brownwood, and we'll look at, we're going to look at the map to see where it is. Okay, so this is Brownwood. This home, this is one of the ones that's in the section where they do the lifestyle visits, if they keep you up at Brownwood now. I know they're moving a lot of people down south, but so this one, it's Alden Bungalows, okay? So let's take a look at the interior. You can see the proximity to Brownwood. It's a big yard. That yard has room for a pool. Granite. It has the sliders that move away, you know, the collapsible. It's a big lanai, enclosed. I don't think it's under air, but a lot of people just open the doors up and let the air from the inside take care of it. And, you know, I'm sorry, I can't do a side-by-side, but we'll have to go back. All right, so now that's Petoskey, 600,000, and then Dray is 549. We'll go back to look at the map. They're both, Dray is south of 44, Petoskey is just north of 44. And we're going to compare that with what's sold. This is Peninsula. This is right outside of Lake Sumter Landing. So, you know, that's a definitely good comparison. It's only 1,685 square feet. It sold for $307 a square foot at $518,000. Text messages. So I said this in the sold video earlier. My clients purchased this and they bought the furniture at a good price, at a separate outside of the purchase of the home. All right, so just by looking at that, $518,000 up near Sumter Landing. This is vinyl sided. And Petoskey's block and stucco, 1,800 square feet. This is $324 a square foot. And Dray is also block and stucco. This is 2-car and a cart at $276 a square foot. So what? I mean, those are close. What do you think? What would you make an offer on for Dray and for Petoskey based on what the two look like? I mean, there's a big difference there, $50,000, but I think, you know, what they have in location are, you know, completely different, and you need to take that into consideration. It can't just, to bond balance is $14,000 on that one. I know. Tell me what you like, if you like this format too. This one is 1,600 square feet, 307 a square. Oh, let me know what you think. All right, the last two comparisons that I have for this episode are, where are we? Hartford Path. Now we're going up over the million, and I showed Hartford Path twice for clients and Shauna. All right. Hartford Path, look on the map. Hartford Path is in Bridgeport, which is the homes in there are all high sevens, eights, and over $1 million, just north of Sumter Landing, right across from Arnold Palmer. And the other property on Shauna is south of 44. And you all know how I feel about that. I do love my south of 44. Okay, so this one on Hartford. This has been on the market a long time. The owner had started off with one of those, I'll list it and I pay $149 type of, where the owner has to take care of everything. And then he just released it over to a realtor. It did start out at, wrong thing. There we go, Hartford Path. This is a listing agent. It was with, it started out at 1.3 mil, then it went down to 1.2. Now it's down to 1,195. Now this one has a pool and a hot tub, 2-car and a car garage, big yard, really big garage. They remodeled this. They took those posts down. They have, because they're kissing lanais back there, they did landscape it to keep it private. I do have opinions about this home because I've toured it with 2 different buyers. If you're interested, please call me and let me know. Big home. They actually put a mini split in the bedroom because, no matter what, homes this size should almost have 2 zones of air conditioning. Unless they have a mini split. I mean, my son has a little home and he has a mini split because I say it's going to snow his house. At any given time, his poor daughter is always hot everywhere she goes. She's a little baby, but it's like, because your home is the tundra. So big outdoor space, hot tub pool, $1.1 million in Bridgeport. And bond balance is $10,000. All right, so now we're going to compare it with, where are we? Shauna, 645 Shauna. Now this, Shauna, 1.1 million. That's what it sold for. $404 a square foot. It started at 1.4. This one, bond balance, $32,000. This home is new. It's built in 2021. Though sometimes, from a taste comparison, it's hard to compare south of 44 to where Hartford Path is, because they're mature trees. The landscaping is much more developed. It's not down here south of 44. So, but that's not something that would come up in a marketing analysis. Are there trees and how many of them? It's really just going to compare size, material, that kind of thing. When you start to then put a price on a home, landscaping does matter. And those are variables. That's a big kitchen. That is enormous. I remember this in the house. That is so big. I love that room. That's the room, you take and you throw all your junk and you throw it out. And this one has a pool, too. And
And privacy, and dolphins, and turtles. Wow, that's pretty. My mom has one of those vacuum cleaners that, roam around the pool. We call him, because you got to nickname that kind of thing, you know what I mean? All right, so this sold for $1.15 million. How do you think it would compare with Hartford, and what type of offer do you think, if you were going to make that on Hartford Way, what type of offer would you make? This is listed for 1.195. How much does location matter? That's what it probably really will come down to. And that's, a subjective thing. You can't really put a dollar figure on that. It's a passion call, I say. How much is it worth it to live in that specific neighborhood near Sumter Landing? What do you think? I'm interested to know. Please make comments in the section below. I also would like to know what you think about this format for the episode. All right. All right, it has been a long day of videoing and now going to edit, but I'm interested to hear your comments on some of the new format, and I'm working through things, but please let me know, because I want to provide you with the content that you're looking for. I have room to tweak things. Just thought I would try this comparison thing out, because I think that when the market is still, I don't want to say it's not unstable, but home prices are all over the place. So, with that said, it has to be very subjective, house by home, home by home. So anyway, I'm Robyn Cavallaro, licensed realtor here in the state of Florida, pickleball addict, and motorcycle rider. Well, I'm looking at my motorcycle today because I still couldn't get it started. Now, my neighbor's gone. I hope I don't have to call Fred to come help me push it into the garage. Anyway, I hope you have a good one. Remember, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this episode. Until next week, I'll see ya.